So while in conversation with my non-US based writer the other day, I asked him, I said, we're launching the community. So help me understand what writers are going through. Like, what's their burning issues that we need to solve? He said, you know what, Odia? 90% of writers in my Facebook group have lost their job due to AI. I said, that is insane. Given that you are now making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, almost $4,000 some months, and you're being promoted to being a manager internally, how is the writing experience so different? So if you're a writer and you're struggling with losing jobs, having challenges communicating your value, this video is for you. Now, I'm not like every other YouTuber out there. I'm not going to fluff you, prime you. I'm going to talk to you straight, because I know that when we're dealing with money and lifestyle things, we need to be straight, because I want to give you the best opportunity to set yourself up for success. So here's the thing. You want to act on this information. You don't want to treat it like another binge of information. You actually want to act on it, because if you do the things that you shouldn't be doing, or you don't do the things that you should be doing, your business is going to drastically change in like the next 6 months. So listen up and let's get started. Okay, so when you're a writer in this market, it's important to, number one, realize that the market is overly saturated with regular writers. And regular writers are doing one of the following three things, okay? Number one, if your content doesn't generate visibility, if it doesn't generate traffic, or if it doesn't generate revenue, you are at risk of being a regular writer, okay? Number two, if your writing is less than $15. Now, I know that that's a weird one. You'll say, oh, Dia, why in the world $15? Because you need to understand what the market rate is saying. So if you are not charging the market rate, now you have to have the results to prove it. But if you are not charging your market rate, then there is going to be a red flag, okay? And I just want that to be very clear. And that's the reason why I have you guys up on my Upwork, so you guys can actually see the data behind who's actually making money in this writing academy. I'm just using the Philippines as an example. And number three, writers who value content production versus content strategy. And this is a new one. As of late, in the AI race, if you are a writer that just simply prioritizes churning and churning and churning, you are now becoming a regular writer, and there's very little that screams value to your clients, okay? And that's the reality of it. So here, this is the back end of my Upwork profile, where I sometimes go to hire a writer if I need to hire one. Now, I want to talk to you about the differences between a writer who's charging less than $10 and a writer who's charging anywhere between $20 and $100, okay? So let's look at the commonalities between writers charging $10 and below. You have a social media expert that's having all of these different writing categories. You have content writers for articles, academic, business. You have a virtual assistant, content writer, etc., charging that low. And then I want you to see how much they're earning. You have this person charging this. You have that person charging this. You have that person charging this. Now, here's why I said $15. I want you guys to pay attention here. Okay? So if you pay attention here, you will naturally see this. These people are charging rates from $20 an hour for an article. Now, here's what I want you to pay attention to. What are the differences between someone charging $20 versus someone charging $5? Okay, so here you see SEO optimized, content writing, and I want you guys to pay attention to these totals. So 1,395 times 30. So this person is probably making 60 grand. This person is probably making 20 grand, etc. from this article. I want us to pay attention to that, okay? Because there is a huge difference. And the difference is every single one of these writers is tied to a certain result. This person, delivery in 24 hours, SEO article writing. This one, well-researched, easy Google ranking, tied to a result, okay? 100% SEO optimized, unique and impressive quality article. Once again, SEO optimized is a result of getting Google rankings. Content writing, SEO friendly, speedy delivery, boost SEO rankings, a result. I want us to always pay attention to what people are getting paid for. And as you can see here, this person has over 1,000 orders. This person has over 2,000 orders at $25 and above. So you can imagine how much they're making from this platform. And so this is what I say, always pay attention to what people are actually paying online and what they're paying for. Okay. So you can see here that the people that are charging more are actually tying their work to a result. And that's where you want to be in this new race. Okay. In this with AI. And there's more reasons behind that. We're going to keep going on that. And last but not least, I want us to talk about writers who value content production. None of these people are saying that they will produce 10,000 articles for you. They are only saying that they will produce a certain amount of articles in a certain time frame, okay? And none of these are going past under a day delivery because they're not focusing on content production. They're focusing on the result of the content more than the content itself. And that's where we're focused. That's where the real money is being made online if you're an offshore writer. And the second big thing is writers who have no brand presence, okay? We are in a generation, and like I said, where people want to work with people who have established brands. And that is a different way to be able to generate attention to your content. If someone knows that you are known for a specific kind of writing, then that person is more than likely to trust you than someone that has no name. I mean, look at me. I'm generating content and I've had tons of results. But if you don't know me, then the results are obsolete to you, okay? So this is why it's super duper important to have really good branding, particularly on LinkedIn. You have to know where your target audience is. So if you're targeting US clients, you need to go to LinkedIn. If you're targeting certain types of people in industries, LinkedIn is the place to be. Now, if you want to get more branding information on LinkedIn, please join our newsletter. It's going to be attached at the bottom. We're going to be giving you information, real live information on how you can optimize. But I just want you to optimize your LinkedIn profile. I really want you to take a look at this though. Look at how she has her writing. It's clear. So if anybody wants to see her work, we can see it. Then she's optimized for SEO. Once again, this is super duper duper important. SEO is helping you get Google rankings, which attracts visibility. Okay. So that's a reason why she's including that. And then we'll talk about more about this, but she has a website. She has a portfolio. She's well branded. She has it very clear on who she's written for. Okay. So that's another very important component, is having a online brand. And third, writers who just write, okay? I know that that's a weird thing to say, but here's the reality. AI can do the job of 1.5 people, okay? So if AI can do the job of 1.5 people and you do the job of one person, what is the benefit of keeping you? So let's take a look at this. This is Dawn. I don't know this person, but this is an actual person that was written a month ago that's experiencing this. And he said it in the most simplest way. As in terms of a writer, the company stops distributing your article so it doesn't get read. Therefore, you don't get paid. And this is what I was talking about when I was mentioning visibility. Visibility is so important in this day and age. And if AI can get visibility just as good as a writer, then what is the purpose of a writer? Okay. Now, and I want you to also think about it from a business perspective. A tool has no days off. A tool is consistent, has no family, has nothing else. A tool nowadays can be trained so we can understand your business a little bit more. A tool simply is cheaper. Now, a writer comes with family challenges, HR, they want to get paid more, and all of those things. So it's like, what makes you stand out as a writer? It's no longer just your writing, okay? So here's how you beat AI. So, my friend, how do we beat the AI writing race? Number one, you gather 3 skill sets that make revenue impact, okay? So let's think about this. If you're a manager of your house, which all of us are, you know that you have to wash dishes, wash clothes, fold clothes, clean the close, okay? And that takes up your time, maybe an hour a day or an hour and a half a day. If you multiply that times 30, you've lost a whole day of work, okay? If you hire someone, you get a whole extra day in the month, meaning you get a day to be productive, you get a day to be more sleep, and you can probably make a little bit more money or spend more time with your family, etc. Think about this. Now flip it on the business side. If you have a writer that can write, that can edit, that can do more SEO, and that can do a little bit of technical SEO, you have a person that can do 4 in 1. And that's where you need to be as a writer, because businesses are not looking to hire writers anymore. That's why my writers have been able to make more money, because I have trained them and we have worked together to say, let's be more valuable to our clients. Let's provide more value faster, better, more succinct than a tool. So if we do that, we're going to be tier number 1, because we're taking off more hats from them. And that's what we're doing. And so if you want to be a part of that, let me know, comment down below, or get on the newsletter and then reply to the welcome letter, the welcome email, apply. But here's the thing. You need traffic. You need to think conversions, leads, booked calls, and sales. That's what you have to think about as a writer. It's no longer just about content, because once again, with AI, one tool can do the job of 1.5 people. Moral of the story is you need to be able to get your clients closer to getting a result than you did before. And that is where you need to put your focus. Okay? So a few of my recommendations are: number 1, like I said, apply to join our AI SEO training program, okay? So in this program, you're gonna effectively learn how to communicate with, or collaborate with AI, okay? So it's gonna be part human, part AI. We're gonna be teaching you, training you on the fundamentals on how to get a really good first draft, because you know that first draft is critical. Number 2, we're gonna teach you about strategizing content, from YouTube scripts to other things. We're gonna teach you about that. Number 3, we're gonna teach you how to brand yourself to clients where they are, okay? So no more fighting on Upwork for $5 jobs. Like, you really cannot make a living off of that, okay? So value yourself too, and upskill yourself so you can. And as like the biggest thing, which I 100% love about our course, I sat down and I asked my writer, I said, writer, my friend, what do we need to do to help people and not make them feel like it's a scam or feel like it's another course? We need to tie it to getting you a job placement. So what we've done for a very, very limited time, and for a few select writers that apply and get into the program, because it's a 3-step interview process, we are going to be guaranteeing job placement. We can do that because we have much overflow in order for us to be able to pass along the work or hire you internally. So we are going to ensure that you get at least $850 worth of work before you graduate the program in 3 months. That is unheard of. We are tying ourselves to a result because we know 1000% it's gonna work for you, okay? So we wanna eliminate that risk. And let's just say that you didn't want to, do that. You should apply to work for an agency, a US-based agency, because once again, I've talked about this before, but your location, where you are, limits you to the knowledge that you have access to. There's a thing called geofencing. Being geofenced means you're only going to get information relative to your location. So if you want to connect to a US client, you need to be working for a US agency, because a content agency, a marketing agency, because they're going to give you what clients are wanting. You can ask them questions. So not only are you getting work, but you're also getting real life experience. So that's the second best thing to do. And number 3, please take courses. But once again, do not take courses that are A, not going to give you a good certification, or B, not going to tie themselves to a result. We have skin in the game. For the reason why, because so many people have been burned in courses. Like myself, I've taken courses and I'm like, I could have Googled that. Or you could have made that a free course and I've just paid you thousands of dollars. Why did you do that? But one thing I've learned in that experience is I never want to give that to you. So we're tying our training program to a result. So you want to tie it to a result, work with someone who's actually doing what you want to do. So we are hiring writers that make a lot of money. outside of the US, and we're actively doing that. So for now, that's it. I hope that you guys learned something new, and let me know if you need any guidance or any help. I'm here as a resource. You can reach out to me, Odia Shembo, on LinkedIn. Join my newsletter so you can get actionable insights on what the market is looking for, job recommendations, etc., how to position yourself, how to communicate to your content manager, all of that good stuff from people that actually hire content managers and writers and all that good stuff. But for now, that's all. See ya.